Okay, so picture this. Imagine being caught right in the middle of a war zone. The banking system, it's completely collapsed. Local money is basically worthless. And foreign aid, it's patchy, unreliable. Now imagine your only real lifeline is just a string of numbers on your phone. Sounds like sci-fi, right? But it's not. It's cryptocurrency, and for some people, it's literally survival. So today we're doing a deep dive into how this digital money actually works when, everything else just breaks down. We're looking at places like parts of Ukraine, Gaza, Venezuela, Sudan, unpacking crypto's, well, surprising and honestly often paradoxical role. We've gone through the sources, and our mission is to pull out the key takeaways for you.
Yeah, and what's really striking in these kinds of extreme situations is how crypto shifts. It stops being just like a speculative bet. It fundamentally becomes a tool for resilience. Sometimes it's just about sheer survival. So for instance, the sources point to stable coins, things like USDT. They're pegged to the US dollar. These let families get money directly from relatives abroad, crucial funds.
When the normal banks are just
Sure.
gone.
Exactly. When banks are offline or maybe assets are frozen, these digital transfers, they just bypass all that. We saw examples like a family in Ukraine totally cut off from their bank, but they got USDT from a cousin over in Canada, and that let them buy food, medicine from local shops that are also, adapted to using crypto.
Wow.
And then there's Bitcoin. During hyperinflation, it's seen as, well, safer. It helps people hold on to some value when their own currency is just tanking. And fundamentally, the blockchain tech underneath it all, it just works. It cuts through international sanctions that might block traditional SWIFT transfers. So critical money, often for aid, gets where it needs to go.
That resilience part is pretty incredible. Real lifeline, no doubt. But the sources we looked at also paint a darker picture, don't they?
Mhm.
I mean, bypassing sanctions, helping people survive. It sounds great, but there have to be downsides, right?
Limitations. Oh, absolutely, yes. That decentralization, the lack of traditional oversight, that's the exact same feature that appeals to, well, less savory actors. War zones, unfortunately, they also create black markets. And crypto, it become the currency they
Hey,
prefer.
there's the flip side.
Exactly the flip side. The sources highlight arms dealers, smugglers, ransomware gangs. They're all using these networks. Why? Because there are no middlemen, no banks looking over your shoulder, just peer-to-peer deals that cross borders without the usual checks. We see these patterns, illegal goods being moved, funded through certain crypto channels, or ransomware payments getting laundered through decentralized exchanges. Makes them incredibly hard to track. It's the power of that anonymity and global reach, but, used for harm.
It really forces you to confront the dual nature of this technology. It's stark. On one hand, you've got people literally surviving because of it, and on the other, it's enabling really destructive stuff.
So thinking about everything we've pulled from the sources today,
Yeah.
where does that leave us? What does it all mean? Well, it leaves us with this core paradox, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's just really clear in the sources. The exact same digital tool that helps feed a hungry kid or keeps a small business afloat. That same tool can fund a drone strike or help traffic illegal goods. The network built for privacy can also, unfortunately, shield a war crime.
So ultimately, the sources seem to be saying crypto itself, the technology, it's just .code. It's neutral, not inherently good or bad.
Precisely. It's a protocol.
The real story, then, the thing we need to focus on is what people choose to do with it, especially in these really desperate situations, these environments without normal rules.
Yeah, and that raises a huge question for all of us, really.
Yeah.
As these powerful new technologies get woven into our world, especially in conflicts, how do we actually grapple with the implications? All of them. It forces us to look hard at the choices people make under pressure and just how wide the impact of any tool can be.
It definitely makes you think about that full spectrum, how any tool, especially when things are desperate, can be used for survival, for resilience, but also for illicit acts. The lines get blurry fast.